Welcome to my Chris Redfield RE1 Remake playthrough. We are playing on hard mode, and I'm of course going to choose Chris's BSAA costume just because I love this appearance. But now, please make sure to check out Mike Bettencourt's channel because his Chris Redfield walkthrough is what helped me navigate mine. He deserves your views and likes with his detailed instruction and colorful commentary. This video series is mostly for my future self and for my kids when they play Resident Evil for the first time. I just wanted to showcase that, yes, I did it, and that I could pass this game. With my thoughts, of course.
Northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris.
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
Hey! Brad! Where the hell's he going? Chris, this way. Damn it! Make for that mansion!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry
I like to think he's outside somewhere. Probably gets inside the mansion some other way.
Is everyone all right?
Barry. Where's Barry?
He's outside, Chris.
He's...
No. What was that?
There he is.
I'll go and check it out.
All right. Jill and I will stay and secure this area.
That Wesker voiceover.
Chris? Take care.
Yeah.
There they go, being partners, as it is. So as we start here, you'll be able to notice that, as with all hard modes and Chris, of course, he doesn't have a Beretta. Instead, he has a knife. Now, there are the typewriters and the ink ribbons that I can use to save my progress, but I'm not going to be doing that here. This room's going to be important later. As you can see, there's this that we can use later. Specifically, you're going to use this emblem, you're going to trade it for something else. And you're going to use it to ultimately be able to open up this clock here, which will give you a really helpful item. Of course, the hint is in this portrait. A lot of good portraits in this dusty ass, old ass mansion. So you just got to look around. I really like this one right here. Look at that action. So it's a lot of fun. We're going to go into this room and we're going to get the animation where we watch Kenneth get eaten by a zombie. That iconic scene. But first, I kind of want to show everybody that these doors over here, they don't open. So you can just skip this part, but for the way my brain works, I like to see that I can't open them. I'll kind of go through the walkthrough and then think to myself, well, what if I can go over there? So I just wanted to show you that these will be areas that we can access later in the game, but right now, no. We gotta do all kinds of things, open up the doors from different angles, and then just do our best that way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the beginning of this room where we will watch Kenneth as he's being devoured. Not me though, by the first zombie of the game. Of course, you could just walk right out. You can try to stab him if you'd like to, but you should really just get the hell out of there. Because if you go back into the main hall from where we started, you're going to notice that both Wesker and Jill are gone. So now, for whatever reason, Jill left me her gun. Of course, partner all the way. So I'm going to get that bad boy right now so that I can then go and, be better equipped. Because in this, I'm not going to try to shoot all the zombies. The ammo will be important for specific things, but I don't need them.
Wesker? Jill?
They left you, man.
Where did they go?
I like to think that Wesker karate chopped Jill and then puts her in the little dungeon room in the Umbrella Labs. But she was able to drop her gun just in time. And now I'm gonna go save her with my samurai edge. The Star's weapon of choice. Also, I like how I'm in the BSAA uniform. So I have all these pouches and buckles to have like flash grenades and ammo. But I don't use any of it, so it's all cosmetic. It doesn't really help me. So we'll go back into this room where that first zombie was at. And he's just going to be creeping, but we can leave him alone for the most part. See, he's over there. But he doesn't really bother us, so we're just going to go around. You go to Kenneth's body. He left us a little VHS that I can use later. Kind of look around for anything else. There's nothing. Just some extra dialogue, some extra information. We're going through this door. Now, this is a really cool room because you can get a herb right here. I like to stock up on these because, for me, I don't do no damage walkthroughs. Something always grabs me. I'm not good at this. We got a dead guy right here. Won't come back, so don't worry about just doing anything with him. You already come pre-equipped with the lighter, so you can kind of burn up bodies later. We're just going to need the fuel canteen. But we're going to go up the stairs. We're going to go through this door. This room sucks because we have a Crimson Head here who will reanimate later, so do not think that he won't come back. But with that, we can pick up some more herbs. That's really, really good because, again, you never know when you can use them. So we're going to combine them, make some room in our inventory. We're going to let this guy kind of come at us, shoot him a bit, run past. He's not dead. Don't want to use all my ammo on him yet. Come back here. Grab grab the arrow. Gonna need this for one of our first puzzles. Pick up the handgun ammo. And then fucking dip. At this point, he's getting back up, but as you saw, I was lucky he didn't get me. Again, you can kill him, but at some point he'll turn into a Crimson Head if you're not careful, so. We're going to backtrack here. We're going to go back to the main hall. Get past all of this. Go back through this door right here. I don't recommend you grab the ink ribbon just yet, just because, again, we have so many limited slots where Chris can actually hold things, so we got to take what's most important. And we will find some item boxes, but we'll go up the stairs here, and there is a door in this portrait. If you're not careful, you won't be able to see it. And now we're like in this little courtyard area outside. Of course, there's going to be some zombies out here. There's one dude here, right? One shot. Knocked him down. He's not dead. Now, when we go to the left over here, there's another fat, naked zombie for some reason. Again, I lucked out. There's no reason that he shouldn't have been able to grab me. Shotgun shells. I'll take these right now. And now I'm going to go solve the puzzle. Turn around from this guy. And then right up here, first puzzle. We got Cupid Man, so we're going to examine the arrow. And it's going to give us the little arrowhead, which is made of peridot or something. And we'll place it. Of course, it's going to open some Indiana Jones type shit. We'll go down here. And of course, Spencer's mansion has this area where we have this booby-trapped coffin. That'll come in play later. But right now, we gotta grab this. We will take the Book of Curses, and we will open it up. Examine it. There's a key. And we got our first mansion key. Start opening up some of those doors. And now what we're going to do is, as we're looking around, we're going to look for the 4 masks, the 4 death masks that'll be placed in this room right over there so that we can fight a monster. Because that's the way this game works. It's just monster. Here's a monster. There's a monster. Here we go. Oh, God damn it. So here we got big fat boy. There we go. He's down. Oh, of course. Bites you, you stomp his head. Get out of there. Don't have time for this guy. Again. These guys you can kill because they won't respawn. They don't turn into Crimson Heads. Thank God. So this door will take us back to the main hall. And now what we're going to do, besides reloading, we're going to go through an important door right back. Again, a lot of backtracking in this game, but that's all right. It's the name of the game, so we're going to go back into the area where we were when we saw the first zombie. And as we go over there, we're going to have to kind of get past him, which isn't that hard. We just have to kind of wait for him to lunge at you. That way so that we can open up one of the doors in this room with the key. So here he comes. He's a shambler though, so they don't run fast. Just kind of, oh, there you go. You hug the wall like that, a lot of the times he won't be able to grab you, so that's pretty good. We'll go all the way at the end here, this last door that we tried to earlier in the game, and now we'll be able to open it. And this is a kitchen area, which we will come in once again. Right now, everything is nasty. There's a giant-ass fridge, probably filled with all kinds of stuff. Lots of meat all over the place. Everything is rotted by now. And of course, the dead body on the ground over there. There's a dead body over here, too. And eventually, I'm going to open up that door, but not right now. So please be aware that you will come back here. But in the side over here, I can go right over here and I can pick up the old key. Because unlike Jill, I cannot open locks. So I got to find these little keys. Now this animation, of course, we'll have another zombie. I've already seen one of the zombies, so I don't understand why they make this seem so thematic. Like, oh my god, it's coming for you. And then Chris looks scared, see? But this part's very, very easy. You can just kind of walk around and wait for him to kind of get to you. And watch as this dude crawls. As long as you avoid his mouth on the ground, you can just get past him. Don't have to waste any bullets. And we'll leave the room. So now we're going to head back towards the main hall so we can continue with our objective again, going back and forth a lot. But of course, we got this dude just hanging out. If you hug the wall, you'll be able to get past him, which is pretty easy. And that's kind of the thing, you know. Chris is one of those guys who's trained to handle situations, but not like this. And that's what I love about Resident Evil. It's that absurd horror B-movie where people are thrown into a haunted mansion, but there's no ghosts. Instead, it's zombies and mutated monsters, and they're hunting you, and you got to get past this labyrinth of puzzles. So you get to play as the heroes, but there is a lot of zombie horror, and we're trapped. You know, that's why it's survival horror. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up here, and first of all, we're going to unlock this door right over here to his left, because we will be able to kind of get rid of the key a little bit faster. So we'll be able to open up our inventory, but we'll go in that door a little bit later. We'll go into this upper second floor area where we've been kind of going back and forth in, right? This is where we have the clock. And we're just going to go this way because there is a zombie in this room. There are going to be two doors. We're going to take the one farthest away, right over here. And this door we're going to open with the key. And as we go into this door, this is going to be a very important corridor. Now, when you shoot this zombie, if you aim a little bit up, you'll be able to blow off his head. High probability, so you don't have to burn him. He won't turn into a crimson head. And we'll go down the stairs where we have my favorite zombie. This is basically my buddy because I don't really do anything with him. This dude is really easy to evade, so we're just going to be evading him the whole time. There's no reason to waste bullets on him at this point. And then in here, we're going to have our first save room. So by now, we can actually open this up, and if you want to save, you can. Unfortunately, if you didn't pick up the ink ribbons, you can't. But for me, I don't need them, so it's whatever. We'll get rid of the survival knife, as you can see here, and I'll get rid of the shotgun shells because I don't need those right now. And then I'll just kind of re-upload my gun, and then we'll get out of this room. When we get out of this room again, that zombie, he's just kind of hanging out. And we're going to go through... God, I hate these tank controls sometimes. We're going to open up this door right here. Going to use the old key. And in here, we're going to have some kerosene that we can use to burn up zombies. So that'll be helpful in the future. I don't need it right now. But there are some helpful items that are helpful for the most part, such as our flash grenade. This flash grenade you can use right if they attack you, if the zombies grab you, you can use it to kind of have them explode. And then we're going to have our broken shotgun, which is going to be very important coming up, so we got to hold on to this. And then over here, if you didn't pick up those ink ribbons, then we got some right here for you. So feel free to grab that, and then we're going to backtrack right now back to the room, to the save room with the serums. And this save room is going to be really important because we're going to need it later when there's a giant snake involved. So make sure you commit this to memory. That's right. This place probably smells really bad with all the dead walking around. We'll go in the save room. I'm going to put away the ink ribbons. And then once I do that, we're going to start getting ready so I can go get that shoddy Bugatti, get that shotgun. again, we're gonna hang out with this zombie. He doesn't really hurt us. We'll just kind of walk right past him. When you're on stairs, they can't grab you, so that's pretty cool. They do throw up, though, so watch out, because that will burn you. Because I guess these zombies have acid blood, like the xenomorphs, for some reason. It's probably just toxic. So we're back in the hall. As you can see, the zombies there. Now, this statue, she is holding the blue gem, which will be important a little bit later. So we are going to position the statue, move it to the side, and we're going to throw it off of the balcony. You have enough time to do this without the zombie coming and getting you, so you just got to be precise. As you can see, he's getting closer. This will fall, and then you just got to get out of there, right? Like, that was lucky. He would have grabbed me. Again, these tank controls, when you have certain environments that just kind of change on you, you forget which way to go, and you walk into the arms of these dead creatures, so you got to be careful. And then we're going to go back this way, back downstairs. And as we go downstairs, we're going to go into this new room right over here to his left, and it's going to be this hall room. It's going to be the art room, and in this art room, there's a couple things you can get. So what we're going to first do is we're going to move this little chair thing, of course admiring the art that we have in here, but we gotta move this cabinet, so just kind of jump over it. We'll come down the other side, and then we'll push it forward just like that. If for whatever reason you make a mistake and you push it the wrong way, or you push it against the wall and you can't get it, then just step out of the room, it'll reset. So as you can see, I pushed a little bit too far, so I gotta push it a little bit back now. No, it's that simple. You don't gotta be perfect, you just gotta get it done. And then we'll get back on top, and then we'll have the map, which we'll grab up here. The fact that it shines always throws me off. I'm always thinking like, oh, it's probably ammo for your gun. No, it's just a map, a shiny map. And then you can go in here. You don't have to go in here. There's literally nothing in here except for a zombie encounter. You can get a dagger, which again is another one of those emergency weapons. So like when they grab you, this is a dagger. And so with the dagger, we can stab them in the face to get out. But the problem is we already use it if you're not careful, which I'm going to right now. Because of course there's a zombie shambling towards me. And of course, for whatever reason, I'm scared, even though I'm Chris Redfield. But whatever. And so as you can see here, he's really close. And I let him grab me, and then right there, just right in the brain. Oh, wait a minute. No. That's my flash grenade. So instead of the dagger, I used the flash grenade. And as you can see, try not to shoot it like I did, because I just hurt myself. Most of the time, it'll just explode on its own. Now we'll use the mansion key, because we used it earlier upstairs. Now I can discard it, so I'll have a little bit more room in my inventory. But we'll go into this room. And this room is, it's that scary one that we got from the first Resident Evil. This is the one where the dogs walk through. Right now, we don't have to be afraid, because as long as I don't come in the other way, the dogs won't jump through the window. They will do that, but we'll kind of move around. Now, so you can move this over here as well, because as you just saw, I grabbed a dagger. But there should be some additional things to grab here, but I don't know if it's just my game or maybe it's the difficulty, but there's nothing here. So I kept kind of looking around trying to see if I could find something to pick up, but as you can see, there's nothing. So, you know, me being hard-headed, I just kept trying to check, but like I said, there's nothing there, so whatever. As we go into this room, we're getting closer to the shotgun. And we'll kind of go right over here. Now, in this area, there is going to be a tub filled with dirty water. Now, the plan is, there's nothing in this room except that. I like to look around just to kind of get those additional, that lore, like, oh, look at this dirty toilet. Huh. But what you got to do is you got to drain the tub, and there will be a zombie immediately. So you got to grab what's in there and then just book it. It's fucking nasty. It's like that one scene in Grave Encounters. But again, it's not haunted. It's just dead people. So just move around him really fast, grab the old key, and then get out. Again, very lucky. He got a bunch of this game is me just being lucky, because otherwise these things would have grabbed me. And again, it's the controls. I forget which way to go sometimes, and like there, and you'll get stuck. Now this will take us outside. There are dogs out here if you take too long here, so you got to kind of book it. Really, all that you need is going to be the chemical bag. You're gonna grab this, and then there are some herbs. I like to grab the herbs just because they are important to me. Because again, I get hurt a lot, so I want to make sure that I don't die. So I'm gonna pick these up. I have enough time. Again, there's more kerosene over here, so if you need those, if you're going around killing every single thing you can find and you want to burn up bodies so they don't turn into crimson heads, there's a kerosene right there as well. Now that I got that, I'm going to go through here. Of course, that zombie's not done with me, so just got to kind of keep walking around. Going to go in this room, and this is the room where Barry saves Jill in Jill's campaign, where he has the infamous line, "You could have been a Jill sandwich." This room will collapse on you and lock itself on you if you take the shotgun. That's why we have the broken shotgun. Again, do not let it leave your inventory, because you will need it. So we'll kind of look around this room. There's a couple of things in here that are helpful. Such as another dagger. Again, let these motherfuckers grab me. That's fine. So this is the shotgun mounted on the wall. We're going to grab it. And then the important thing is to place the broken one. And so now we got a shoddy Bugatti. Let's equip it real quick. But first, yeah, I'm going to use that. Again, if you don't put in the shotgun, the broken one where you have put the other one, the doors will lock and it'll start to fall on you. So just make sure you got that. We're going to backtrack now. No. We're going to keep going. Again, I get lost myself sometimes. I'm going to go through these double doors. And this is going to be kind of a back entrance. We're going to go through this door right here, because this will take us to another save room. Of course, there'll be a zombie in the corner right here. Again, barely evaded him. And if you shoot him with a shotgun, his head will... There you go. And now there is a save room down here, so go on in, and this will allow you to save your progress, move some things around, just to kind of keep moving forward. So yeah. So once you're in this room, do what you need to do, and then we can keep moving forward. Once everything's in order, you're going to go up the stairs, and now make sure you have your shotgun, because it's going to come in handy very quickly right now when we use the dog whistle. The remake is really good at creating this atmosphere of horror. Over here we got another zombie. We can just get past him. He's really easy to get through. We're going to unlock this door. I'm going to go through. But yeah, the ambiance in here is what makes this game so good. You don't know what's going to come. That zombie you can easily evade. Go through this door. And when we go through this door, we're going to be able to go into a room where we can get the dog whistle. Now, this room is important later in the game when Rebecca shows up, because this is where a hunter tries to get her. So here we pick up the crumbled note. Basically, Spencer's a madman, so he put an important item in the collar of one of these zombie dogs. So we got to go get him with the dog whistle. Of course, I'm going to take a clip of the handgun magazine and kind of look around. Nothing much here except an open journal that has nothing in it. There's a door that leads to a room, but nothing important in there right now. And then just books. So we'll go back out the way we came. And of course, we're going to bypass this zombie again. You could shoot him if you want to. I don't recommend it, because if you just kind of hug the door, see, he's going to go right there. And as you saw, there's a piece of wood on the table right there. That's going to come in handy later with the lighter. Actually, it might be faster to go that way. So go back in this room, and we're going to go down the hall instead. because we're going to go use the dog whistle so that we can get the item. So we're going to go through here. We evade another zombie again. Wait for them to kind of come at you as they lunge and then step back. We're going to go out this door, which will take us again into the second floor of the main hall. And we're going to cut across the room and kind of go back to where the serum save room's at. But we're not actually going to go downstairs. We're actually going to go through another door that's going to take us outside. Again, this is a giant maze. It's like Labyrinth, but without David Bowie. Instead, we got Hunk Man, Chris Redfield going forward, trying to just get out of this. Just having a bad day, right? They're coming in to try to fight these cannibal murders. And they are cannibals, but they're not alive. They're dead, so... it's kind of like the worst case scenario. All your buddies are dead, don't know who's alive. It sucks. But yeah, so you'll go this way, you'll go through this door, you'll unlock it with the old key. As you can see, it's a very old rusty door, so that's how you know it's bad news. And we'll go right inside. And so this part sucks because... So you have to blow the stupid whistle. And then the dog's going to come at you. And there's two of them that come at you. So you got to be ready. See, I blew it. You just got to get ready right here. He's going to come right there. But of course, I miss for whatever reason, and the motherfucker starts chewing on my arm. Of course, I'm built like a tank, so I'm all right. But shoot him again, and then go get it. Of course, with the physics of when things fall on the ground, the collar's all the way over here. But pick it up, and the cool thing is you don't have to use any of your herbs because they have a little herb station right here. You can use it a couple different times. I'm going to use it right now. That way so I don't have to use one in my inventory. That'll heal you up. And then we'll go back through the door that we came in. And yes, we can get rid of the dog whistle. Because again, it's just another thing in our inventory that we do not need. From there, we're going to go down this room again. Of course, going to our good old serum room, save room. Of course, we're going to see a good old zombie or buddy here just kind of walking through. Again, they're not going to grab you on the stairs. Instead, they throw up this bile. Just sidestep it. You'll be fine. No reason to kill him. Then once you're in this room, you go in, you start looking at what you need. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take out my handgun, some shotgun shells, that way so I can reload some of my stuff. You always want to make sure that you have everything that you need. And then, of course, we can put away the stuff we don't need again, right? I can put away my handgun ammo as well as my shotgun ammo. I'm not going to use a lot of it regardless. And then when you actually take a look at the dog collar, there's a switch, you press it, and a good old key comes out. Well, it's a coin, but when you press it, a key comes out, just like that. Nope. There we go. The thing is, this thing is the imitation of a key, so we're going to swap this because this is going to be the armor key that's going to unlock a lot of other doors. So now what we got to go do is use this, but we're also going to collect another death mask, so I'm going to take out the chemical in order for us to go forward and just get some stuff done. Also, we can burn up some zombies. So I'm going to take out the fuel canteen. We're going to go back out this door. See? Good old buddy zombie just there. Just kind of walk past him. Doesn't hurt you. Again, you okay, man? Throwing up like that? So, we're going to go out this door right here. We'll unlock it. God, just to be stuck in the situation. I don't know how anybody can have the fortitude to get past this, but I mean, he is professional. So we're going to go through here. We've been in this room before. As you can see, the Crimson Head. He will get up, so get ready to go back to this room. We can kill him if we want to. I'm just going to try to bypass him. I don't recommend this. I recommend you destroy him, but at this point, I want to see if I can get past him. So this is a trap. Basically, there's a key on the ground. You take it, and then the walls close, and you get crushed to death by these spikes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the actual key, right? And then that's going to set the trap, because of course, fucking Spencer, whatever his name is, he was a madman wanting all of this illustrious stuff created. And now we will put in the imitation of the key, just like this. We're going to use it. And now I have the actual key. This goes back up, And now I won't be shish kebab. So that's pretty good. And it's that simple. Now I have another mansion key. I'm going to go back out this way, the way that we came. And this part's going to be tricky because, like I said, we got a Crimson Head right there. But we also got some zombies that I never destroyed. So don't be stupid like me. I highly recommend that you kill them. I'm going to try to be as fast as I can. He's going to be right there. And go, go, go. That was lucky because he would have easily kicked my ass. So we're going to go back the way that we came. In order to do that, we got to go this way. But cinematic, of course, a new zombie comes up. I'm not going to mess with him right now. I'm going to go back downstairs. I'm going to go this way so we can do some more fun stuff. Armor key lets me open this door, which is going to allow me access into this other corridor area. And this is where I'm going to be able to use the blue gemstone later. I don't need it right now. I'm just going to move forward this way along this dark-ass corridor. Bloody, of course. We're going to go in this door, and then this room is going to be important for a couple of different reasons. Specifically, this is where we're going to get our first death mask. Now, there's a plant that will fuck you up. So we got to first come over here, and we put in the chemical. Very simple. And then we got to interact with the machine as it dissolves in there. And then when we interact with the machine, we got to pump the water and make sure that you turn the switch to red. When you switch it to red, it's going to unleash this terrible, terrible fluoride type substance and is going to kill the evil plant. Don't feel bad for it. It would have kicked my ass. And I'm going to have to fight a plant later, so do what you got to do. And of course, jackpot, all kinds of green herbs. So I'm going to take these and add them to my inventory. Combine them so that they can all add, of course. Very, very simple. As you can see, there's a lot of them. So we're just going to combine all of them so that we don't have to worry about it. And it's very simple. You combine them. You can combine 3 at a time, and that'll make it the most potent to heal yourself. And here we go. Now I got them all. So what I'm going to do is right here, we have our first death mask. This is the death mask without any eyes. And this is going to be important for when we go back into that chamber outside where we were originally at with that giant dangling coffin. This is going to be important. So 3 more to go. Now we get a bit of a jump scare right here as we try to go back through this corridor. Zombies will break through the windows. So just keep moving. They can't hurt you. Keep moving the best that you can. Just kind of they're just hungry, you know? You got a mission, Chris. You got to keep going. You can't let them stop you. As you can see, he was just hanging out there. Made it all the way to the corridor. That's fine. We can go in this room again. Like I said, if you wanna save, you can save, or if you want to put some stuff away, that's kind of a good idea. For me, when I open this up, really, you can put in the death mask. You don't need it right now, but we're gonna go again. We're gonna wait for him to come across because we can easily just divert him. See, he's stupid. He can't get us. And we're gonna go back into this room. Of course, coming back this way was optional. You don't have to go this way, but again, I like to save. I like to make sure that I am putting away stuff in my inventory because, again, you have small amount of slots. So just kind of walk through. That zombie was too slow. And then just going to bypass him just like that. Unlock the door and go through. This is one of my favorite zombies in that corner right there because his back is always turned to you. So all you got to do is just go right past him. And there. And it's kind of a quick shortcut, too, getting us back into this room where we kind of first started everything. So it's not too bad. This is a good time to pick up the blue gem. It's going to be very important so we can get some additional ammo. But because we're already in this room and I'm going to be making a stop soon, I should also grab the ink ribbon. Might as well at this point. You know, not going to need it later, so we can keep it in our inventory. So we're going to go right back to where we were in order to go into the room with the tiger statue. When we go in, very quick, right in there. Don't have to worry about that zombie. We're going to bypass the one that's in the corner again. Again, if you hug the wall, he's not going to be able to grab you. Very simple. Go in here. Then this is the room. Now this is important because there's two gemstones you put in here. The first one is the blue gemstone. We'll grab the other one later. But when you have the tiger's eyes, this is one of my favorite puzzles from the original game. And basically with the glowing eyes, what you're going to do is you're going to put in the blue gemstone first because we did push the statue over earlier. And it's going to give us some very much needed shotgun ammo. And again, ammo is very sparse in this walkthrough, especially on hard mode. So we're going to grab that way because, I mean, as we move forward, when we do shoot things, having the shotgun is always going to be better than actually getting the handgun. So we're going to ultimately rock this. As that happens, we're going to exit the room. And right across from this door is another room that has some helpful stuff as well. It's going to give us our next key that we're going to need to open up some other doors. Now, when we go in this room, this has the infamous itchy tasty readable. That is a big part of the lore. And as you can see, there's a dead guy right there, so he's not going to come to life just yet. And then we got the handgun magazine. Unfortunately, I am running out of space, so this is a good time where I'm going to actually backtrack really fast in order to put away some of my stuff. And backtracking is really simple. This is optional again if you don't want to go through. Wait for this dude to kind of come at you, give it a second, let him lunge, and then you'll go right through. This is really easy because this is going to take us straight into the serum save room. Again, very simple. Just watch out for this dude right there. Very lucky. Get on past, go on in, and then get rid of the things that you don't need in order to make some room. So, like for me, I don't really need the shotgun ammo right now, so I'm going to put it in there in the inventory and get that taken care of. But once that's done, we can exit and go through once again, and that'll allow us to kind of do what needs to be done. Of course, we're going to wait for this dude to kind of walk by again with his arms outreached. Very simple to kind of move past him. You can easily evade, keep moving forward, and then we're going to go back to where we were, right through the door. We're going to go back into that room. Now's a good time to pick up the handgun ammo again. As much ammo as you can carry is always a good thing. And then right in here in this dirty room, we'll be able to grab our next important item, which, like I said, is the Keeper's Diary, which is one of my favorites, one of the most infamous pieces of information where one of the people that was in the place turns into a zombie until all that's left is the itchy tasty that he scribbles on the note. Now, what's going to happen is with everything that's moving around, we got to interact with the closet. A zombie will come out who is very susceptible to one of those head explosions. So aim your shotgun, dead like that, and then we can grab the small key. Now, when we go through here, of course, this guy has gotten up, so just kind of give him a second. You can either blow him to Timbuktu, or you can just evade him like I did. Again, these cameras and the tank controls make it hard. Sometimes I walk straight into the arms of despair. So you got to be careful with what you do, honestly. And now what we're going to do is we're going to, again, bypass him. Very easy. And this is going to take us, again, back to where we fought the original zombie. And we're just going to bypass him completely. He's not hurting anybody. Go through this room. And we're going to go back into the actual main hall. And in the main hall, we're going to go upstairs to kind of go into our next big part of the cutscene, which is where we're going to find Richard. And Richard has been having a really bad day. But God, I'd have a bad day too. I mean, we're talking about zombies, and zombies aren't even the worst. I mean, we got all of these scary, aggressive things from the dogs. Later, we're going to be messing with some spiders. There's crows, snakes, wasps, giant-ass plants, sharks. Not to mention the hunters. The hunters are one of the worst things. I hate those fucking things, but, you know, they're stars. Special Tactics and Rescue Service. We got to make it work. Use the armor key here, and then this will allow us into a cutscene where we're able to find two of the Bravos, and that is Richard and Rebecca.
You.
Chris Redfield, Alpha Team. We're here to rescue you.
I really don't like Joe White's voice for Chris.
What the hell happened to you?
Roger Craig Smith all the way.
Chris, this this place. Get your team out of here. Demons everywhere.
Don't talk. He seems to have been bitten by a poisonous snake, but the size of the bite mark is huge.
It's not just any ordinary snake. Take my word for it.
He needs serum. I left it in another room.
I'll go get it.
Please hurry.
Hold on. I'll be back.
So what we need to do now is we need to go back to that serum save room that we've been using this entire time. It's not that far. It's actually really easy to get to, and we have a time limit to get there. Otherwise, Richard will die. But I want to get all the cutscenes, so let's go back in the room.
Chris, be careful.
Please hurry, Chris.
You know, Resident Evil's always been panned for the terrible voice acting, especially in the original PlayStation 1 version. But I gotta say, the voice acting has really improved for this game. It's still not perfect, but it's whatever. Like I said before, Joe White, he's not my favorite to play Chris Redfield, especially when I have this In Nightmares BSAA costume Chris. Roger Craig Smith, you know, he did Resident Evil 5, Revelation, 6, Darkside Chronicles, and all the Marvel vs. Capcoms. Like, that's the Chris Redfield that I attribute to this body. So I guess that's an unfair way of doing it, but nothing against Joe White, because he also plays the voice of Richard, and Richard, him, you know, being poisoned by a giant snake, I mean, he handles it very well. He really got me believing. So we're gonna get past this guy, shoot him down, and I'm gonna burn this body. Might as well, so he doesn't turn into a Crimson Head. And I mean, this is a lot of fun. In my original walkthrough, when I first played through, I was burning up all the bodies. But like I said, a lot of them you can just evade, and it's not too much of a problem. You just gotta kind of keep an eye on where everyone's at, like him. But we'll go in this room, and then you're just gonna kind of go to the sides where they have all the serums. You're gonna pick that up, and that should be it. But first of all, as always, I'm gonna lighten my load. Put away this, don't need that, put away that. And so for the most part, I mean, we got enough space. Grab the serum, and that's it. And then we'll head right back to where Richard's at so that he does not die. Of course, if you let Richard die, that's going to allow for a really important cutscene later where Rebecca actually gets to help you do something. But I didn't do it in this walkthrough, but I'm still going to have that video in here just because I like the complete story. But overall, I mean, that's what I'm doing. I want that complete immersion. And again, when we're talking about complete immersion, whereas I'm not a big fan of Joe White's Chris Redfield presentation, I do really like Hope Levi. She's the voice for Rebecca. And I mean, I don't think she's the voice for Resident Evil 0 Rebecca, which doesn't make sense to me, because I thought she was great. The only gripe that I have is, while I love Rebecca as a character, I hate that if I pick the BSAA costume for Chris in this walkthrough, she automatically alternates to her alternate costume where she's wearing that cowboy getup. And I'm not a big fan of that getup. It really takes me out of the story. Like, she's supposed to be part of the Bravo team, but she's dressed like that. So in my personal headcanon, I just like to think that she was just here and, you know, she was just dressed like that and she got a gun.
This is what you wanted.
Thank
That's all you can do.
I'm gonna give you a shot now, Richard. Hang in there.
And now Richard's gonna be okay.
Here, take it. It's a radio. Take care of yourself, Rebecca. Richard.
He's okay. He's just unconscious.
Rebecca, it's not safe here. Let's get Richard to a safer place.
Right.
The voice just doesn't sound right coming out of that body. But again, that's a personal
Richard's
preference.
doing well, Chris. He should recover soon.
Good. Richard needs you now.
As soon as Richard gets better, we'll come after you.
Rebecca, you okay with a gun?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to continue my investigation.
Be careful. Okay?
Now, the cool thing is, now that we've been relocated to this room, if you go back in, we can get some additional dialogue. Because again, I want to build that relationship between Chris and Rebecca, kind of like a older brother, younger sister type of thing. And the cool thing is, she will heal your wounds.
This room is equipped
So
with all
that's
sorts
pretty
of medical
awesome.
supplies. I could pretty much treat any wound. Want me to treat your wounds?
Yeah, would you?
It's simple as that. Just moving the bicep
Thanks.
around.
Somebody sure knows how to get a deal. Most of the medical supplies here are from Umbrella.
Umbrella?
Don't you know? They're only the biggest taxpayers around here. They make most of these medicines right here. Homegrown in Raccoon City. But there's not much left, so take care of yourself.
Yeah, I guess that's it. Richard's just kind of hanging out. He's going to be fine.
Take care, Chris.
That's all the dialogue you get from her. So again, go in here. Let's check our inventory. Make sure we have everything that we're going to need. It's a good time to save if you want to. I saved there. And now we're going to go back to that snake room where I first found them so that we can continue collecting some very important pieces to unlock some more puzzles. Because that's what Resident Evil is really all about. It's intense atmosphere filled with ghouls all over the place and other monsters, and then solving puzzles to make sure you can get out. And at the end of the day, I love it. I remember being a kid playing this game and just being completely scared shitless. Even with the graphics, for whatever reason. I mean, graphics weren't important. It was you kind of putting yourself, especially playing it at night, and replaying the remake. This is such a good game. Like, when it comes to remakes, there could be nothing better than this one specifically. And I cannot deny that. We'll go back into this room right here where we were originally, where we first found Richard and Rebecca, because there is some important stuff in there. But watch out, there is going to be a zombie that's now in the room with us, so you're going to want to keep that in mind. I'm going to equip my handgun here. We're going to go right inside. There's a room in here that I really want to check out, so we'll continue moving forward. We'll go through. The zombie, you can see him through a little shadow right there. What we can do is we can grab this right here. Again, I get bitten a lot. I get grabbed a lot, so picking up the herbs is a good idea. Let him kind of come around, and then he won't bother you. Going through this door right here, and there will be some zombies to destroy here, so make sure that we do that. It'll be very simple. We got one up here and one over here. Well, no, just one, I believe. Yeah. He comes this way, but you can come down up here, and you could shoot at him. See, because now he's going to be really not useful, just for the simple fact that when he's on the stairs, he can't get you. I'm going to burn him up so he doesn't come back as a Crimson Head, because I will come back to this room eventually. So we'll burn him up, and then we'll go right over here into this important room. Of course, everything is going to be incredibly dark. I'm going to pick up the handgun ammo. I'm going to combine it so we have some more handgun ammo there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the candle, because as Chris, you have access to his lighter because he is a smoker. And basically we're going to light this that way so that we'll get some light. Very simple. And now we can kind of look around and read around. Basically, I feel like this part of the game right here, specifically this room, would fit really well in the Resident Evil 4 village. There's just something like old and rustic about it. So I could see this being in the village. But you do this, you push this to the side. There is a zombie in there, so we're going to give him a second. I think I have to go in there so he can see me. Yep. And then he'll come out, he'll chase us. We'll let him come out that way so we can circle around and grab what's in that room. Again, there's like maybe 5 or 6 varieties of different zombie types. This is the balding obese one. He's been around a lot. We see him a couple times. I can't carry any more items, so I'm just going to use my herb that way so that I don't have to go and retrack. I'm going to grab the musical score, take that, go back right out here, let him come get me a little bit more, that way so I can bypass him. And it's that simple. Again, they're very slow. They try to grab you, but if you're quick, you can duck them. You can duck them really quickly. So now with this musical score, I need to combine it with another piece. That way so that I can play the piano later, or at least attempt to play the piano, because Chris has these big sausage fingers that are really good for shooting guns, but really bad for playing piano. But that's okay, because he has partners that can do it for him. Bypass the zombie, very easy, and we'll go out this room. And now we'll head back to that serum save room so that we can save our progress. I think that'll be the end of the video. And then also to kind of re-upgrade our inventory, kind of make sure that I don't have things I don't need at this point in time. So we'll just kind of cut across as always. We'll be upstairs, and then we'll go back downstairs in order to get to that save room. And honestly, at the end of the day, this is one of those games that I absolutely love. I mean, I can't say enough about the ingenious sense of creating an atmosphere where, you know, it takes inspirations from Sweet Home, which was the NES video game, as well as a movie of the same name. It takes inspiration from Alone in the Dark. It's that good gothic horror that was coined as survival horror because, I mean, we're stuck in the situation. But whereas all of those other things kind of focused on ghostly apparitions and monsters, these monsters are man-made. These zombies are created by Umbrella. These are victims. These are people where the outbreak got loose, and then the monsters come out. Actually, before I save, I'm going to go to the acquired room over here, just so that I can fill up my canteen with kerosene. I'm going to need that in order to burn up more zombies later, so I might as well do that right now. But again, this is one of those franchises that continues on. I'm glad that I'm playing through this. Anybody who's watching, I mean, thank you for watching it. I'm hoping that this is helpful. Mostly, like I said, this is for my future self, just to showcase that I did this and just some of my thoughts from before, if I ever want to replay. If you really want an in-depth look, please, like I said, my videos are nothing compared to Mike Bettencourt's. Please go check out his channel. The link in the description. Again, his stuff is really good because, you know, he loves the stuff that he does. And this was really heavily inspired and kind of taken from what he does.
Are you okay? Want me to treat your wounds?
And so this is a good time to save and to redo your inventory. So yeah, that's me signing out. I'll see you next time.